Wait, what was she worried about?
That I had a no plan B approach to life, and that I have to have a plan B because, you know, things happen that you don't expect, and therefore, you know, if something happens in your life, like, you need to have a plan B. It's sort of like, oh, I'm going to pick my kids up from school today, but my car's broken down. What's my plan B? And like, I get that on a really tactical, but that's not what it's about. No plan B is going, I want my life to be this, and there's no other option to that.
And I'll figure it out.
And it doesn't mean I won't change strategies.
Right.
Doesn't mean that paths won't be, I'll choose this path instead of that path. It's not about that. It's about going, you know what, if I want to live to my absolute potential, then there's no plan B to that. You know, it's not an option to not do that. It's not an option to go. So I look at this and I go, this is too hard. And, you know, say for example, I could say, this is too hard. I'm away from my kids. I can't wait until August. I'm just going to go home. You know, I can have it.
That'll be my backup if it doesn't work out.
I can have it easy. Yeah. And like, you know, and so I could, if I've got that backup, and I'm a big believer, you have a safety net, you will take the safety net. It's like if you are rock climbing, right? Mm-hmm. Your arms get tight and you've got your rope, you will let go way earlier than if you didn't have it, right? You'd be able to hang on so much longer.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally.
And but if you have a rope, you are going, I can't hang on I can't hang on any longer. I just can't. But if you didn't have the rope, I guarantee you would hang on longer. I guarantee it. So we have so much more in us than what we think that we do. So this is about going, no. This is about going, I can do this. Like I said, I'm going to go for it in New York City. Like, and I can go a bit longer, and I can get through to August, and I can add in a few extra trips back, or, you know, do some other things to get through that. But I'm not going to give up, because there's only one option.
Totally. So tell this new channel, what is Sel Unfiltered?
Sel Unfiltered is all of the, like, I'm always observing what is going on around me. I'm observing what people are doing in business, but what people are saying. You know, every day, everywhere I go, I'm curious. I'm curious as to why people do what they do. I'm curious as to who's that and what is that business, and in any interaction. And I'm observing, and I'm thinking, and I'm learning myself, and constantly growing. Like, I feel like I'm growing every single minute. And a lot of my way of working stuff out is actually talking. I have a problem and I don't have the answer, and then I'll talk about it, and then I'll be like, oh, I just worked out the answer. So Unfiltered Life is about showing that process of me, you know, going, you know what, this is what I just have noticed after that meeting I was just in, or this is what I was just thinking as I went for a run this morning, and I want to get that out. And so rather than waiting, I just want to share the stuff that comes up every day. And some days I think that there'll be some really good stuff, because I'll be exposed to some stuff that'll, you know, get my juices flowing or push my buttons. And then there'll be days where it just sucks and I don't have anything to say, and I want to share that too, because I think that particularly, I know, you know, with anyone's social media brand, mine included, you know, you try to be vulnerable and you try to show reality, but, you know, it's 1% of your life. Yeah. And, you know, certainly for this journey, you know, people aren't seeing the fact that last week I cried on the subway, on the side of the road, during my spin class, where else? In the office for like 2 hours on my own one night. Like, I was like struggling to be away from my kids. And you know what? Like, what would have been wrong with actually sharing and talking about that? You know, it's just sharing more, giving more, and hoping that will continue to help people consider no plan B towards their goals and dreams. That it's like this whole life thing is not meant to be easy, and we're not meant to be happy all the time. And you know, and that people that are chasing their dreams, it's not like a bed of roses every day. Most of the days it's so hard, but you got to love that. And I don't know.
I love that it's sweatpants day.
It's sweatpants day.
And we're starting unfiltered, Sel Unfiltered.
Yeah, and we really needed sweatpants day today.
Oh God, do we?
I could not have dressed up today. Like, if we'd had like a client presentation, I would have had to go, sorry guys.
Yeah.
It's like, the only option was sweatpants today, don't you reckon?
Totally.
So yeah, I think, and you know what, like everything, and this is another thing that I think is an issue with people chasing dreams or executing on ideas, because there's no lack of amazing ideas out there. It's the execution that's the problem. And I think the biggest issue is everyone's waiting for it to be perfect. Everyone's waiting to know that it's going to work. Everyone needs to know, okay, this is the plan, this is how it's going to look, this is who it's going to help, this is what's going to happen, and this is the return I'm going to get. And so then, because they can't work that out, because you can't possibly know, they don't do anything. So this is I'm just going to do this. So unfiltered every day. Some will be long, some will be short, some will be awesome, some will be boring, and just see whether it's cool and helpful and I enjoy it.
It's going to be cool because I get to see this all the time.
Yeah, cool. And
cool.
And we'll just do it and we'll see what it turns into.
So
and
every day we're posting, Monday through Friday.
I think we should just post every day, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And some of it will be you recording, some of it will be me, some will be like, I don't know, whatever else. And we're not going to add any fancy, we'll put a fancy thing at the front, and then it is what it is, and we're not going to be worried about angles.
I mean, I've been making you look great.
You do make me look great.
This is a really flattering angle for no sleep last night.
No, yeah, I know, no sleep. Oh my God. Actually, that's like, would have been a perfect one in the middle of the night last night.
Yeah.
It's so, like...
I'm sure it'll happen again.
Because in the middle of the night, you overthink everything. Mm-hmm. You know, like you just, I overthink everything. So it's a really good time to do it, because then you wake up in the morning and you listen to yourself and go, that was ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like you wake up in the morning and you go, I can't believe I was worrying about that.
I had a text from you at like 3 a.m. or something. I forget what you said.
Oh yeah. It's like,
give some idea.
I think I said, where's Corey when I need him? Like,
oh yeah, that you wanted to be filming.
It's like, where's Corey?
Well, you can film yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Exactly. Oh my God.
This ends Sel Unfiltered #1.
Sel Unfiltered. Let's do it and see.
Let's have a crack.
No plan B.